I've got a friend who's a great, one of the country's top session guitarists, and he said to me, he was comparing one of these things, and he said, "You've got no idea how bad I can make a real amp sound." You know, real amps, they don't always sound that great. They are capable of magical things, but to get them to do that is not. You've got to like tame lightning sometimes. It's not easy. And especially once you start to bring microphones and multiple microphones, and then the room and the preamps and all of the stuff you'll use afterwards, this thing just instantly does a version of that. I'm almost reluctant to say this, but I've not been able to improve it. When I record a real amp, I can use hardware and even plugins, and I can often improve it. With this, it's like it's done. When I first heard it, I was shocked at how authentic it sounded in terms of air and space. So often, software amps are great for kind of modern guitar sounds. They seem to really capture that. But if you were thinking of something like, you know, like an old Tom Waits record or something like that, you wouldn't hope to get anything like that with any other software amp I've ever heard. But this one is kind of like that. It has that kind of, it's kind of real. I've just had 10 minutes of just purely playing guitar. I haven't done that for years. It sounds mad to say because obviously it's software, but it feels authentic. You know, the playing experience and the sense of space and the way it sits in a track, it just feels authentic. I've had a couple of tracks up where I've used other software amps that I thought were fine. The tone was fine. And then I've gone over to this one because ReValver turned up, and then you A/B between them and it's laughable. It's like 3D, but not in a stereo sense. It's just dimensional and big because of that. It isn't narrow and annoying. It's a kind of larger than life real thing, like a real amp is. And capturing that with microphones is often not easy to do. You know, it'll sound amazing in the room, but to get that to go down microphones isn't always that easy. They've already done that part of it, and the way they've got those sounding is at least as good as I could do it. Sometimes I think, oh, I can't make an amp sound this good. Well, I'm doing something wrong here. I would try it. Everyone I know who's heard it almost can't believe what they're hearing. And it's not because it's like this big extravagant bang. It's just like, yeah, this is real. This is actually real. And it's not just the way it sounds when you just hear it on its own. It's the way it works in a mix, in context, in music. It sounds more musical. To me, at this point, it's by far the most musical one I've heard.